Welcome back to AquaSea Healing Frequency Podcast. I'm Meiji and I'm honored to continue this journey with you. This time, flowing with the sacred cycles of nature. Living in Rhythm is a 4-part exploration of how to live, heal, and expand in harmony with the Earth's seasons. Just as the tides rise and fall, we too move through rest, growth, release, and renewal. This season, we tune into the wisdom of the wheel. Spring's awakening, summer's radiance, autumn's letting go, and winter's quiet return. Through energy, intuition, and rituals, we'll explore how to plant seeds of intention, shine in our fullness, release with grace, restore in stillness. This isn't about forcing change, it's about listening to the rhythms that already live within you. You are nature, you are sacred rhythm. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, reconnect, and realign with your own intuitive cycles, guided by Earth's wisdom. So take a breath, feel your feet on the earth, sense the seasons you're in, and let's walk this spiral path together. Welcome back to Living in Rhythm. Right now, we're moving through a seasonal shift, the Spring Equinox, alongside an eclipse cycle. You don't need to understand the astrology to feel this. Many people notice it in the body first. Changes in energy, restlessness, fatigue, or a sense that something is reorganizing inside. This episode isn't about predicting what comes next. It's about paying attention to what's already happening in your breath, your nervous system, your sense of timing. The equinox brings balance, a brief pause where day and night meet evenly. In the body, this can feel like a moment of recalibration, neither pushing forward nor pulling back. Eclipse energy often works more quietly. You may notice old patterns loosening, tension surfacing, or a desire to simplify without needing to act on it yet. Together, these shifts invite something more practical, to notice what feels heavy, what feels ready to release, and where your energy naturally wants to reorganize. Before we go any further, take a slow breath into the nose and let it out easily. One more. Notice where your body makes contact, the chair, the floor, the ground beneath you. Nothing to change, just arriving right where you are. What eclipse energy really asks of us. Eclipse energy is often misunderstood. It's not here to push you forward. It doesn't demand action, and it rarely asks for immediate clarity. Instead, eclipses tend to reorganize quietly, sometimes unexpectedly. They bring awareness to patterns that are completing, identities that no longer fit, paths that are loosening their hold. You might notice this as sudden fatigue, emotional sensitivity, restlessness without direction, a desire to simplify, or a feeling that something is shifting without knowing what yet. Nothing is wrong if you feel this way. This is how transitions often move through the body, not as a dramatic event, but as a subtle disorientation before reorientation. Eclipse seasons don't ask you to decide, they ask you to stay present while things realign. And this is where the Spring Equinox support us. Spring Equinox balance before growth. Spring is often associated with action, fresh start, new momentum, outward movement. But the equinox remind us that growth begins in balance. Before expansion, there is centering. Before expression, there is listening. This is why equinox rituals across cultures have always been about tending, not forcing. Planting seed, clearing space, offering intentions without attachment to outcome. I recently shared a spring equinox seed ritual, not as something to do right, but as a way to slow down and notice what actually has energy right now. It's simple. You write a few intentions, you choose one or let one stand out, and you give that one some attention while releasing the others. Not because they don't matter, but because trying to grow everything at once usually leads to burnout instead of growth. Eclipse energy helps clarify this. It shows us where attention has been scattered and where it wants to gather back in. Somatic pause, align with the portal. Let pause together for a moment. If it feels supportive, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Feel where your body is supported. The chair beneath you, the floor, the ground holding your weight. Bring one hand to your lower belly and one to your heart. Inhale gently through the nose, noticing the body receiving. Exhale slowly through the mouth, allowing anything unnecessary to soften. There's nothing to imagine here. No need to visualize planets, light, or energy. Just notice sensations, the rise and fall of breath, the warmth beneath your hands, the steadiness of being here. Ask inwardly, without words, what feels complete? What is beginning to stir? You're not looking for answers, you're listening for signals, sensations, impulse, quiet knowing. Stay with the breath for a few more cycles, allowing the nervous system to settle into balance between rest and readiness, between holding and release. feel ready, gently let your hand rest wherever it falls. If it feels supportive, pause here and gather a pen and paper or a journal. Without overthinking, write what you notice, what feels finished, what feels ready for attention, and what can remain unresolved for now. If you need more time, pause here and allow the words to fall freely onto the page. There's no right way to record this. A few words are enough. Let the body lead the reflection. When you are complete, you are welcome to return and continue listening. Integration, working with, not against the energy. Eclipse seasons don't respond well to pressure. They ask for flexibility, for patience, for honesty about what the body can actually hold. I'll share something simple from my own experience. Just recently, my body asked me to stop. I had a strong headache, the kind that makes it clear rest isn't optional. Even though I had plans for the day, I choose to pause. I moved things around, I adjusted timeline, I let my body set the pace instead of pushing through. Nothing dramatic happened, but something important did. The system settled. And once it did, clarity followed without effort. This is often how eclipse energy works in real life. Not through big events or sudden revelations, but through interruptions that asks us to reorganize. If things feel slower than expected right now, that doesn't mean you're blocked. If something is dissolving or losing momentum, that doesn't mean you've made the wrong choice. This is reorganization in motion. Spring growth doesn't happen all at once. It comes in pulses. Movement, rest, adjustment, then movement again. Your role during this time isn't to sprint forward. It's to stay responsive, to notice when the body asks for rest, to adjust without self-judgment, to tend what's present and allow what's complete to release naturally. This is how alignment often feels in the body. Less effort, more listening, and a quieter sense of being in the right place at the right pace. Carrying the balance forward. As we close, take one final breath. Inhale, receiving balance. Exhale, releasing excess. If it feels supportive, reflect quietly. What am I tending this season? What am I allowing to reorganize in its own time? Let's close with 3 soft hums, not to activate but to settle and integrate. Place your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left hand. Take a deep breath in. together to our third eye. I thank you for walking this path with me. The light me honors the light in each and every one of you. May you stay present in this moment, one breath at a time. Namaste. Gently blink your eyes open. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Welcome back. Thank you for spending this time with me and living in rhythm. In our next episode, we'll explore creative flow. How to express what's blooming within you without forcing it into form too soon. Until then, may you move gently through this portal, trust the timing of what's unfolding, and staying rooted in your own rhythm. Bye! Thank you for journeying with me through another episode of AquaSea Healing Frequency Podcast. May today's reflections help you feel more connected to the earth beneath you, the seasons you are in, and the sacred rhythm that lives within your soul. As we learn to live in tune with nature's cycles, we remember that healing isn't linear. It's a spiral, a dance, a deepening. If this episode resonated with your heart, please subscribe, share it with a loved one who might need it, and leave a comment. I truly love hearing how these frequencies land for you. You can connect with me on Instagram and YouTube at AquaSea Healing Frequency, or explore more healing tools and resources through my course on Thinkific. Let the earth be your guide, and may your journey unfold in perfect rhythm. Until next time, may you move with grace, grow with intention, and always come home to your center. With love, Meiji.